Redeem International, a Christian-founded organization, has partnered with the Kumam Cultural Heritage, Kuch, to tackle persistent land and property grabbing violations faced by widows and orphans in Teso. This collaboration, also yet to be done with the Teso Cultural Union issue, is intended to resolve violations of property and land grabbing against the widows and orphans. In the partnership, Redeem International, together with the cultural institution leaders, will now be sensitizing the communities on the rights of widows and orphans. Moses Elilu, the program manager at Redeem International, said the organization will also train the cultural leaders on their roles that should not be practiced against the law, especially when mediating land-related cases. Elilu highlighted that the organization's approach focuses on deterrence through effective law enforcement. He further noted that if the perpetrators are arrested and imprisoned, there would be land grabbers who would avoid land grabbing because the risk of land grabbing has become bigger than the rewards it provides. So, in a long run, land grabbing it reduces.
Intended to create a stronger partnership between us, Redeem International, the work we do, and then the kingdom systems, the kingdom structures that are actually entrenched in the communities. We want to make sure what we do is in line with the law, and we are planning bigger things. We want to teach the law, the rights of the widows and orphans to the communities. We want to start by teaching the community that is leading in the cultural heritage system. That means the clan leaders at all levels, at the villages, at the sub-counties, at the parishes, at the zones, including the cabinet ministers, who may not be knowing about the law. Like I also don't know about the law, but we have the lawyers who will teach people about the rights of widows, the rights of orphans, the rights of widowers. So we think and believe that if we spoke this into the system of the cultural heritage, we will be able to sensitize people. They will know their rights. The widows, particularly and orphans, will know their rights. And one, they will start reporting cases that are now not being reported. The widows are suffering, the orphans are suffering, and they are never reporting those cases. So if we teach them, they will be able to report those cases. But also if we teach them after reporting, certainly the law enforcement arm of the government will start catching property grabbers.
It is against this background that Redeem International, based in Soroti City, partnered with the Kuch after holding two separate meetings with the cultural chief and its ministers in Soroti and Kabramaida districts, respectively. The organization believes that if the vulnerable groups know their rights, they will start reporting cases of land and property violations against them.
So for now, the second thing that we think we can do together with the cultural leaders is also training them, not just on the laws or the rights of the widows, but also training them to have their boundaries. You see, there is a time you can have mediation, but mediation may not have a long-lasting solution. You can mediate today, and people will know there is nothing that has come out of it as an outcome that is permanent, that is reflective of a long-run deterrence outcome. It will not be there. So when you do mediation, yes, people will say, yes, you've done mediation, it's okay. Reconciliation, yes, they reconcile. But what is the permanent mark? The permanent mark here is that for us, if we do it legally by doing law enforcement, we will have documentation for the property after mediation. After that court process, we have legal documents that bring back the property, that restores the property directly to the widow or orphan. While for mediation, people will just say, we put boundaries and this is just enough. So mediation will provide some short-term solution, in my opinion. And we believe that law enforcement, if well done, will bring much more deterrence. So this partnership is so good for us. We cannot totally leave it out. And we're going to continue doing the same for the Teso cultural leader. Very soon we'll also meet them and have this partnership engaged.
Martha Angichom, the community liaison officer at Redeem International, emphasized the organization's Christian values and commitment to protecting widows and orphans from violence, abuse, and exploitation, especially in regards to land. According to her, the organization partners with the local police and prosecutors to rescue widows and orphans from abuse related to land.
Our mission is to protect the widows and orphans from violent abuse and exploitation, especially in regards to land. We come in to help the widows who have been evicted out. You know, the myth in our patriarchal society, most of the communities communities we have around here believes that a woman has no right to inherit property, a woman cannot own land, and most of the cases we have seen, you find your husband, a woman has lost a husband in that confusion, either after burial or even before burial, the woman is sent away, and the woman is counted, you are either sent away or you are forced to marry within the family, which sometimes does not work. So you find she has lost their husband, she has lost her children, sometimes the children are also sent away, and she has lost land. And in Uganda here, land is a very prime asset. If you have land, you are able to do so much with that land. But you find after the husband's death, she is deprived of everything. That's where Redeem comes in. Redeem comes in to rescue them from such. We partner with the local police. We partner with the prosecutors to rescue widows and orphans from such kind of abuse. And our theory of change is very simple. We actually focus on deterrence. We work with police. We believe that when the law is effectively enforced, it causes deterrence. People will now find it so hard. It will be so costly, risky to take away the land of the widow because the law will follow you. The law will follow you. And it is risky. You might lose your freedom you might go to jail.
She explained that the cultural institutions were brought on board because the customary land tenure system in Teso and Kumam land is controlled by them.
They come in to stand as witnesses. They come in to say, oh, we know the boundary of so and so's land. We know where the land boundary is. So it helps. We cannot do anything else without them because alongside the law, they also help to guide in communities because they have been there. They are the ones they have been there for so long. They know so much about that property in question. And also sometimes they are the very people taking away the land from the widows and orphans. The clan leaders help us so much with the referral and reporting cases to us. You find they are the ones in the communities and they are the leaders that these widows and orphans, the vulnerable people in the community know. So when they have sad cases, they report to the clan leaders, and most often they would prefer mediation, but mediation has a very short-term gain.
Kumam Cultural Heritage officials commended Redeem International for partnering with them, noting the crucial role of cultural institutions in resolving land grabbing matters. They pledged their total support to enable Redeem International deliver to their expectations, condemning the rampant violations of widows and orphans' rights to land. Deluxe Emi Alamu, Light TV, Soroti.